complaint about an attorney's conduct. We cannot give you legal advice or intervene on your behalf in your legal proceedings. If you would like to file a complaint, discuss how to file a complaint with someone, or learn what happens after you file a complaint, press 1. If you have already filed a complaint and would like to know the status, press 2. There are common attorney-client problems that can be solved in ways other than filing a complaint. To hear about common attorney-client problems and alternative solutions, press 1. If you have tried these other solutions and you need to hear more about the complaint process, press 2.
If you decide to file a complaint against an attorney for unethical conduct, your complaint has to be in writing. Your complaint has to be about an individual attorney, not the law firm. We need the name of the attorney. While you can obtain a complaint form from our office, you do not need a form to make your complaint as long as it is in writing. After we have received your written complaint will be reviewed by an attorney who will decide whether your matter should be investigated. To request a complaint form by mail, press 1. If you wish to talk to a representative about filing a complaint, press 2. Good morning, California State Bar.
Hello?
Yeah,
Good morning, how can I assist you?
Yeah, who am I talking to?
This is William.
Hi, William. My name is George Bazzetti, and I filed with the State Bar back during its very corrupt period, which, if you read Law 360, and as is noticed on your own website, there's finally been some dramatic changes there because of the previous corruption in the State Bar and the Judicial Performance Commission, to which I've been exposed. In fact, your attorneys even wrote me in writing that attorneys swore to not break the law, so they never would. And believe me, I know a lot about them breaking the law, because I'm the former director of policy for Core California, and worked with Sheriff Baca for 6 years doing the legislation to fix AB 109, criminal justice realignment. And because of that, sir, I've been put through hell. I'm letting your organization know right now, because you're recording me, which means I can record you, so you are being recorded also right now on this side, sir. And I'm letting you know that what I'm going to be sending to you in writing involves something so outrageous. In L.A., since 1915, it has been against the law in the city charter, allowed by the California Constitution, to make it illegal for a district attorney to prosecute misdemeanors if committed within the city of L.A. They've been doing this to me in 2 cases, in appeal now, for 3.5 years through 14 judges and multiple attorneys, including Jackie Lacey involved in my case, and Kamala Harris, formerly Attorney General, now Senator in the United States government. Total corruption and a protection racket. If you're familiar with the former Los Angeles Office of Public Safety, it was me and Celeste King IV as Core California at the request of the officers who eliminated the Office of Public Safety. As far as I know, no other living human being in the United States has ever eliminated a major police department. Celeste is now dead. So I'm coming to you guys to see if this time, which is why I'm calling, and since you're recording, now I can record this too for posterity, which I commonly do, because I also, in this adventure, found out about the 2003 Department of Justice agreement concerning internal affairs that has not been enforced. Are you familiar with that at all? Are you an attorney, sir?
What department and what is the purpose of your call, so I can see if I can get you to that department? Because it sounds like you have some sort of complaint against
multiple issues against multiple people and departments. When I was at the here's the 2 major things, okay? Besides my case, that involve everybody in the United States and potential riots, I'm going to tell you the truth. And when you hear this, and you can go watch it on YouTube right now, at the 5/5/15 LAPD Police Commission meeting, So you can't hear me speak. They erase the audio of the meeting. Now that's a PC 132. That's a felony with no statute of limitations. Also, published nationally twice by LA School Report, owned by Jamie Linton at the time, whose husband runs that corporation you know named Sony. Nationally published as what I call Chief Beck a bigot. Now that's a call, everybody understands, by police to kill me, okay? It's published. As is Chief Beck and the Police Commission erasing the audio. Now why? No one will do anything about this, and I'm being prosecuted with, get this, double jeopardy. No exculpatory evidence against AB 1909. When there's court orders for that evidence. 14 judges have allowed this to happen. Multiple attorneys. No speedy trial rules. An illegal prosecutor, because these are misdemeanors, and it's illegal for the DA to prosecute misdemeanors. And I've been told 2 weeks ago in open court, when I brought this up in front of the judge of my newest false charges,
Mr. Bazzetti.
That they don't care.
Mr. Bazzetti,
yes.
I cannot provide you with the assistance necessary at this time. What can I do for you in regards to a complaint you have with an attorney or fees that you might feel were not?
Okay, I never paid fees. I'm what is called indigent at only $680 a month. I'm 69 years old, so everything is also elder abuse. Okay.
Okay. Do you need an attorney? I can do so many things, but none.
If you could help, here's what I could really use since you brought that point up.
Yes.
I have been through now 7 Marsden hearings because my lawyers will not make them produce the exculpatory evidence. It's illegal to be taken to trial without that, according to AB 1909. In fact, the judge is mandated to file a felony on that attorney, and I have another code which mandates the judge to take his bar license to you guys. Now, I can give you these laws. What I am wondering is why I cannot get an attorney to defend me as a civil rights leader who is innocent, and those phone records will prove it. And in January 20th, 2014, they had my phone records and proved I didn't call from my phone, and to this date will not pull another attorney's phone records who's a former board member.
That's still not a request. I don't understand.
You said something about, do I need an attorney? And I'm telling you why I need an attorney to just get these phone records actually produced that are court ordered that my own attorneys that you're supposed to monitor will not produce, okay?
I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
good.
I need to have you.
I'm really calling to make sure of how to go through this process to be
right.
So when you, because you're asking me kind of like why am I on the phone with you sort of?
No.
Okay, I was assuming that, and I'm really calling so I'm clear with you at this point now, since we're going through this, is that I'm really calling to make sure that I take care of this because my life is on the line in a current case being with false charges based on a case that was never supposed to go to trial, with a judge who works with the person who has the false charges against me. Do you follow what I'm saying?
No, I can't. I'm not obligated to. All I can do is get you.
I didn't say you were obligated to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm sick of these lawyer kind of talk stuff, okay? Do you understand common language, sir? You are being recorded, and you know I can load you up to YouTube right now. And right now, with what you're saying, you are not going to sound very good, sir. I told you I'm recording you. You don't own the only recording. Do you hear me? And your agency has broken the law before, and everybody nationally knows your agency has been corrupt until you got your new management. Is that not so, sir?
I can't respond.
Noticed in Law 360 nationally. Do you read case law nationally like I do every day? And All California Law Weekly, as I am signed up for it. Are you, sir? I'm tired of you people and your excuses. So I am done with you. I'm loading you and your organization up to YouTube as soon as I can. And then I am going to make sure I do it in writing. Return receipt accepted. And I challenge you guys to even try to send me another one of those stupid letters again and try any of this stupid lawyer speak when I have from your website that you're not going to do that anymore. Not only that, let me remind you of what is in effect this month, May 1st, that any prosecutor who finds out they falsely charge people with crimes is to immediately fix it or else. Is that not true, sir? Can you answer that? Do you even know what your own organization is doing, sir? Can you say yes or no? If I were you, I wouldn't talk to you because I'm loaded up, and I'm going to make sure everybody knows that you can't even answer a question as simple as what your own stupid organization is doing. Bye. Do you believe that? And this is the new non-corrupt organization, huh? Let's see now. State Bar's news release. Let's go down to it. State Bar set to implement court approval of new ethics rule for prosecutors. You know the question I was asking the guy? Let's just go to this. State Bar set to implement court approval of new ethics rule for prosecutors. I'm holding it selfing, okay, people? San Francisco, May 1st, 2017. Today, the State Bar of California began its plan to implement the portions of a new ethics rule. Rule 5-110, regarding the responsibilities of criminal prosecutors that the California Supreme Court approved in an order today. Period. Read the court order in parentheses after that new paragraph. The new rule 5-110 in parentheses, special responsibilities of the prosecutor in parentheses, in the State Bar's rules of professional conduct adds new requirements, including a requirement that when a prosecutor in quotation marks, knows of clear and convincing evidence, close quotation marks, establishing that a wrongful conviction occurred, comma, the prosecutor must seek to remedy the conviction, period. The new provisions are similar to the provisions in the American Bar Association Model Rule 3.8, period, comment. Oh gee, I've sent it to all these attorneys at the State Bar so many times. And they are noticed in Law 360, go read it please, that they have been corrupt, only they now have a new head. Obviously it hasn't taken hold yet. Now, new paragraph. In quotation marks. In order to ensure public trust in the justice system and to protect the rights of defendants, comma, prosecutors should be held to high ethical standards, comma, end quotation marks, said State Bar President James P. Fox, period. Fox spent nearly 3 decades as the elected district attorney in San Mateo County, period. New paragraph. The State Bar of Trustees voted to adopt this rule in October 2016 and advanced it to the court for final approval, period. New paragraph. The court order approved most portions of the new Rule 5-110, period. The portions approved by the court go into effect as of May 1st, 2017, comma, according to the order, period. The court order sent a portion of Rule 5-110, comma, regarding prosecutors' ethical disclosure obligations, comma, back to the State Bar's Board of Trustees to consider alternative revisions, period. Current Rule -5220 remains in force and prohibits all attorneys, including prosecutors, from suppressing any evidence that the attorney is required by law to reveal or produce, period, comment. PC 851.5 people, AB 1328, which made it a misdemeanor, and now effective January 1st, 2016. Of course, they don't know about this because they're too dumb. AB 1909, which now makes it a felony with 16 months to 3 years in prison or jail for any prosecutor to not produce the exculpatory evidence, whether court-ordered or not. Do you know, in one day in county jail, in the psych ward, by giving them these exculpatory evidence rules, 5 guys on the way back from seeing their attorneys in one day, I asked them this first. What was the look on your attorney's face when you gave him these rules? Every one of them said, shock. Then, question 2. What happened to the position of your case? All of them dramatically changed. Gee, why didn't the state bar guy know? Oh, this is what we're supposed to do. I don't know why we have new management and that hasn't gotten to me the new rules. Why? Gee, you work in a place that's been shamed nationally and don't know it? Have new bosses with a new game supposedly and don't know it? Not a very good organization or training to me. I've only worked at places like Lockheed at the Skunk Works on the SR-71, at Roar, and all other kinds of places where you better do it right. Now, I don't know how these people can't take care of business. So, this is the beginning of the end of this corruption. Because don't forget about the 2003 DOJ agreement. That's Cooperative Agreement Number 2003-HS-WX-K040. And George Bazzetti YouTube via LAFA7C. That's Batman wrapped in the American flag. Minute 23:10. Watch my lips move and listen to the LA City Council function of some kind through the entire video. Then, I downloaded that the day after they loaded it up, which made it interstate commerce, now eligible for the Hobbs Act, government corruption, federal, and RICO, organized crime, federal, and color of authority, federal, with penalties up to life in prison. Oh, aren't they smart, huh? So the day after I'm there, I download LAFA7C from their website. These fools are so dumb and arrogant, they don't even figure it out for 3 months. Suddenly they go, oh my God. So they pull that one down and load up the video with the real audio. I go and check and go, oh, I better get this one. Now, how can you have two of the same? California Penal Code 132 says, erasing or changing a government document is a felony with no statute of limitations. Well, they didn't do it just there. They've erased 9 pages I know of and a whole lot more out of my court file. Gee, the clerk of the court is crooked. We have a lawless society, people. Because I even have an email to the head of the former head of the DOJ, Vanita Gupta, former head of civil rights at the DOJ. February of last year, about all of this. And their own Bureau of Statistics says 1,900 people die per year in police custody and or unarmed or on the street. In 13 years of non-enforcement, that's 24,700 people. And with that, I'll leave you with that for the thought of the day, along with 150,000 students a day not going to LA Unified. That's 23% of every student for a lost revenue of $2.4 billion, which is transferred over into criminal justice to pay for jails and to ruin our youth for the rest of their life, and the endless circle of not school to prison pipeline. It's the pre-birth to prison pipeline, people. And I will have a YouTube on that one, and it will blow your mind why nobody's thinking of it. And this is the start. If a woman has no health and is doing the wrong drugs when she gets pregnant and doesn't know it, how many strikes does the kid have? If she doesn't get any help while she's pregnant and continues to party and adds alcohol to it, how many more? And maybe has birth, not even a hospital, or in a hospital, and how many more? And the kid is born with problems, and how many more? And no special ed and proper identification, and how many more? And when they end up in the psych ward where I was 2 times, with everybody talking to me and telling me everything, like this stuff I'm talking to you about, and how many more, and we've done it to them. They didn't have any real choice. How would they even know what to do? Think about it.